My name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the speaking portion of Unit 1, that is asking for direction. So let's begin. Now in this class, we are going to learn about different ways in which you can ask for directions. Recall a time when you have had to ask someone for directions. Do you remember that time? Alright, try to remember that time when you had to ask someone for directions. Where were you going? How did you even get there? So this is the whole idea of asking for directions. We have a brief conversation that goes between Namuna and Nabin. Namuna asks, "Excuse me, I wonder if you could tell me the way to the post office?" Naveen, "Yes, if you come with me, I'll show you. It's opposite to my school." Now the point of this exercise is to make you, feel comfortable with the structures. There are several structures that are used for asking for directions. The first could be, "I wonder if you could tell me," or "Could you please tell me?" or "Would you mind telling me?" or "Is it okay if you would be kind enough to tell me?" or simply, "Can you please tell me?" So these are some of the structures that you will use while asking for directions. Now, while replying, you can either say, "I do not know, I'm sorry," or you can say something like, "If you come with me, I'll show." If you're going the same way, you can say, let's say you are also going the same way, and you can say something like, if you come with me, I'll show you." Or you can simply mention the place by saying it's opposite to the school, it's in front of the school, go down the road, take a right turn, like that. We'll study more about this in detail. Alright, we are now going to discuss about asking for directions in detail. If you want to visit a new place, you need to take a map with you, right? It helps you to follow the right path. So here's the city map, a brief layout of what a map would look like. Can you follow the directions to get to the house from the school on the following map? Now it's pretty easy, right? There are many twists and turns, there are many turnings. It's a long walk. You cannot just jump from school to house in a single straight line, a displacement way. You have to walk the long way all the way to house. So this is the city map. Now can you follow from school to house? It's pretty easy, isn't it? So you have to walk from school to the bus park, take a turning on the right, walk through the airport, go to the zoo, and from zoo you need to pass the temple, cross the breeze, walk through the woods, and reach the house. Now that is the whole point. Now, your friend is going to ask for directions and you're going to answer. Let's say your friend says, now this could be your friend asking you something like, "Could you please tell me the way to your house?" And you'd say, "Sure." Now, how are you going to tell the direction? Don't just write, "Sure, let's go together." So that would be absurd, right? Every time you cannot walk together with the person. Now in this case, you need to give proper directions. For that, let's go back to the city map. So here's the city map, right? So you can say, "Go along the road until you reach the roundabout. From the roundabout, take the first turning on your left, walk through the zigzag road. You'll see a Jew, walk ahead and you'll pass the temple, cross the breeze, and walk all the way through the woods. If you walk a little ahead, you'll find my house." Can you try? Okay, let's try. So this could be the tentative idea of giving directions. Sure, go down the road until you reach the roundabout. Take the first turning on your left, walk past the airport. Follow the zigzag road and you'll find a temple on your left. Walk ahead and cross the breeze. Walk through the woods until you reach my... So this is the way you ask for directions. "Could you please tell me the way to your house?" So it's polite and it's nice and people would certainly give you directions. And this is how you give directions, right? You should include all the details because details are significant. If you miss out any details, your directions would be misleading and the person would go somewhere else. the person would never reach your home. The person would never find the proper place. So that's why you need to be very accurate and very precise when it comes to giving directions. So you can say something like, sure, go down the road and you will reach my home. And that's stupid, because going down the road and reaching home is completely absurd. You need to be very particular about it. You need to mention some landmarks, some hotels and restaurants and some famous places, maybe schools or colleges, and you need to tell where the temple is, where the church is. Either it is on your left or it can be on your right. So you need to include all these small details, because in writing and also in speaking, details matter. Details is what makes your writing and your speaking rich. So if you want to have a fluent conversation in English, or if you want to write English fluently, you need to keep in mind that details are very significant. Some questions to ask directions. Some questions to ask directions could be, can you please tell me? Or it could be, could you tell me? Or, I wonder if you could tell me. Or it could be, I would like to know. I would like to know is also polite. So in these different ways, there could be many, but basically in these different ways you can ask for directions. You can simply say, can you please tell me the way to the nearest film hall? Or you can say something like, could you tell me the way to the hospital? Or you can say, I wonder if you could tell me the way to the convention center. I would like to know the direction to the nearest bank. So these are the possible ways in which you can ask questions. Now, how can you answer? I've already shown you one sample example. From there you can learn some tricks of answering, right? Now let's do this work in pair section. So we have a section called work in pairs. You're going to work in pairs and you're going to ask some questions. The question could be, you want to know the way to the movie hall or film hall, the way to the film hall. You want to know the way to film hall. Now, how would you ask the question? That is the question. How would you ask? I would like to know the way to the film hall. And you will answer something like this. Sure. Go down the road until you reach the school. Take the second turning on your left and you'll reach the film hall. Right? This could be your tentative answer. Now the question is, you want to know the way to the film hall, and you would ask something like, I would like to know the way to the film hall. And your friend would answer, sure, go down the road until you reach the school, take the second turning on your left and you'll reach the film hall. So it's going down the road until you reach the school and taking the second turning on your left and reaching the film hall. Very easy. A tentative question could be something like this. You want to know the best hotel in Gulmi. Now, how would you ask a question? You can ask something like this. I wonder if you could tell me the name of the best hotel in Gulmi. How would you answer? You'd answer in this way. Of course, it is Peace Heaven. The best hotel that Gulmi has. right? Now, this is another question. The question is, you want to know the best hotel in Gulmi, and you would ask a question like, I wonder if you could tell me the name of the best hotel in Gulmi, and your friend would answer, of course. That means I'm going to tell you, of course, it's Peace Heaven, the best hotel that Gulmi has. Something to be proud of. Very easy, right? Now, like this, can you do, asking question and answering? There are questions like, you want to know how often we should brush our teeth? So, twice a day, thrice a day, you can answer once a day. So, you want to know the price of a school bag? You can answer that question also. You want to know your friend's phone number? Very good question. You should know your friend's phone number. You can ask it. You want to know when your English class starts? You can even ask that. You can use a structure like, could you please tell me when the English class starts? Of course, it starts after 5 minutes. You want to know the opening time of the bank? I would like to know the opening time of the bank. So what's the answer? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Right. With this, we have come to today's class. Now I'm going to give you some homework as usual. Your homework is... Now, this is your homework. Read an extract apart from a drama and point out the language used to ask and give information. Clearly, there are characters in drama, like there are many characters, and the characters ask some question, and other characters, they answer. Now, I want you to read an extract from any drama. Doesn't matter which drama. You can find any English drama or, flip through pages of magazine and you'll find a drama, nice drama, and point out the language used, how people talk in drama. People talk accordingly, according to their characters. People talk according to their moods. Now, that is the whole idea of this exercise. Go out, find a drama and find out the language that is used to ask and give information. With this, we have come to the end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding this video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.